Hello and good morning. Welcome back to the shed. I'm Norm. We're carrying on with little Lauren again today. So we've got one more piece of the puzzle to make and then we should be able to get our whole governor's bracket, balls, all the whole assembly back on the engine. For those that are new, we are currently rebuilding or reworking a previously restored engine named Little Lauren. She's an 8 nominal horsepower expansion engine, Wallace & Stevens. We're currently working on the motion at the minute. Basically we've gone through and done the whole lot. I've gone ahead and got all the pins for the motion work. They're all done now and ready to go. They're all ready to go off to the heat treaters. I've decided to send them out. It's just going to be quicker, easier and cheaper than me doing it here. Last piece for us to clear up and finish off is this damper rod. This is the damper. This dampens the actions of the governor, and this rod, we just want to replace this. So we're going to get right to making a new one of these. So I'll bring you in, give you a closer look at what we got to do. Right, so here's the part. Originally wrought iron, it's just wasted away. It's thinned out, so it's 600 thou there. 520, back up to 600, or 15 mil, 14 mil, 15 mil ish. So obviously that's going to be a sloppy fit down in the cylinder here. So I want to make another one. It's the last part for this this governor's bracket. So there's a few different ways I could go about this. So the easiest way would just be to fabricate this, just weld it on, clean it up and then just turn it out of something like that. So that would take a couple of hours, not even that I suppose. Another way we could do it would be to just mill it out of solid. Just set up a rotary table, do the end, mill it all out. And that wouldn't take too long at all either. But the way we're going to do it is we are going to attempt to forge it. Seeing as we got the big power hammer running now, we need an excuse to drive it. I think this is a perfect one. I think this is going to be the perfect excuse. So we're going to attempt to drop forge this part. In this lump, we're going to mill out a form. And we're going to see about attempting to forge it on the massive power hammer we've just finished restoring and getting running. So you may ask why I'm going down that route. Well, I think it's just going to be a lot more fun to do it that way, basically. It's going to take us 3 times longer, if not more. It might not even work out, but I'll have fun doing it. So let's see if we can make a form, get it out on a hammer, heat some steel up and test it, see how she goes. It'd be doing it the way they done it originally, although they would have probably done it by hand. You could also forge this by hand, but I'm not that skilled as a blacksmith to do that, so I'm going to try the form. So let's see how we get on. So there we go, one finished die. I took it over and I blended these edges, made sure there's no sharp edges. I've been down in there with a die grinder, smoothed all that out, and our part fits in there quite nice. So this is ready to go now. I think what we're going to have to do is preform this before we hammer it into the die. I also want to put a couple of plates on the ends just to lock it in the hammer so that I ain't got to worry about this dancing about when we're using it. So let's go get this mounted in the hammer dies, and then we'll get on to preforming a blank. We've got a lump of steel there, so we're going to make it out of that. We're somehow going to turn that into that. 50-50 chance. Let's have a look. So we finally managed to get ourselves a forge, thanks to a lovely bloke over in Malvern. Bloke been shoeing horses all his life, and he's a bit worse for wear now. So it's a nice little Swan porter forge. I've used one of these before now. They're pretty good. Not really big enough for our hammer, but portable, so we can move it around, which is nice. Got to perform our pre-flight checks. Everything oiled and greased. Got to swap that old, or the crappy pot out and fitted a grease nipple there. Give the other one a couple of turns. Right, so we forced 3 different attempts at this. I think this is going to be the winner, this one here, but not sure how much metal we need to leave or how much we need for flashing, so these are all different. We'll have 3 attempts. We've got the die and hammer. Let's heat these up and try it. It actually went a lot easier than expecting. We had the treadle right down, expecting that to be full blows, but it seemed to just hold the ram down. So if I was going to do it again, we want to keep the treadle just a bit higher than what I had it, which is why the hammer stalled when I was forging them. I think it should be safe to cool that down now. It's not going to harden. We'll put this in a vise. If we can clamp it, which we can, in the monster vise. Of course, that would have been too easy. Grip it about there, I think. But I'm going to have to drill a hole down in drift it out. I mean, it's moved, but I don't know what's holding it up, but I should have probably put more taper on the in the die. People often ask why you need a vise this big, and this is why. Smaller long bolt. she's coming. Oh, not quite. Oh, that's a shame. Didn't quite fill it out. Right, so there's the first attempt. As you can see, didn't quite fill out the round, didn't have enough material at the top here. So we need more mass on that end. And we need more taper in the mould. Then we can have another go. We'll have to fill that hole up. So yeah, let's have another attempt. Now we put a bit more taper in it for clearance now. What I'm going to do is just put a bit of that stainless bolt, cut off in there, fill that hole up. Then we need more mass on the head here. Started to round it, just wanted another little bit there.
Where we hit that?
That one's looking more promising. That's bobbling already. It's a lot. This one's wobbling. Just in the middle of that. I wonder if we can hit her. It's there somewhere. getting a hot worm. Getting heavy. Oh, very heavy. Oh, still done it. Still flat there, look. It's not filling out that deep hole, is it? Right, so that's it for this video. Quitting here. I'm going to give the neighbours a break. We have to revisit this. We've got a plan, but we'll have to wait for another day. So, see you on the next one. Cheers!